Hi, my name is Roberto Flores, and today I want to talk to you about the challenges of tomorrow. So, the first one that I came across was the overabundance of information. I think that's already a big problem in our times. I can only imagine what that's going to be like for my grade 6 students in the future when they join the workforce. So, some of the things that we can do in our classroom to help them with this is I was thinking about creating an activity where the students choose a topic that they want to present about, and we give them several sources of information. Some of them can be better than the other ones, can be more legitimate, and some of them can be more biased, more independent and less reputable. So in this way, the students have their own agency and they're going to choose their own sources of information, and then they can present a topic on this. And then we can discuss the legitimacy of their sources and how to approach that, right? So in this case, in these ways, they can practice their research skills. The second topic that I found really interesting was job automation. As we all know, in the future, blue collar jobs are going to become more automated, and more people are going to be displaced from their employment. And some of the things that we can do as educators is instill a skill of problem solving in the classroom. And I think we can do this by discussing topics that are controversial or topics that are debatable, highly debatable in our classroom, such as the issue of homelessness, how to approach homelessness, or the benefits and disadvantages of green energy. Like, how does it affect governments? How does it affect our society? And like, of course, every student is going to have a different approach to this. So that's one of the main reasons I wanna instill this in students: how to problem solve and how to adapt to those different answers. The third one that I found really interesting was environmental impact. Sometimes we don't realize how much pollution it creates to make new technology, such as batteries for green cars, right? They're better for the environment, but in the process of making them, there's a lot of pollution that goes on. So I think we need to discuss the costs and effects of different industries, and in this case, like tech industries, and their effects on the environment. I think it is also important for us to sometimes disconnect from the world for the from the human world. Sometimes we don't realize that we were surrounded by nature, and I think it's important for us to sometimes reconnect with nature. And we can do this in terms of field trips. We'll do something related to nature, to go on a field trip, to actually camp out a night and actually reconnect with nature and see why it is important to remediate this issue. The fourth topic that I found really interesting was the impact on screens, the impact screens have on people in the present. I think it's a huge issue that we have right now, which is expediency, right? Expediency is the quality of being convenient and practical, despite possibly being improper or immoral. So I think it relates to instant gratification. We want it now. We don't want to wait for it. We don't want to work for it. I think it's important for us to instill that long term, that delayed gratification in students, right? To make that sacrifice, to instill in them that sacrifice is a good thing, that it's more rewarding than getting instant gratification from something. And I think we can do this in the classroom via books, via book clubs, or via projects, projects that they can work for a semester as well. The last topic, and I think it is the most important topic, is emotional intelligence, which is how to develop emotional intelligence in a classroom that is not currently taught or was taught in the classroom. And I think this is a problem that we've seen before, which it's fixed mindset versus growth mindset. How to deal with jealousy, with envy, and how to transform that into a learning experience. Uh, what I do in my classroom, we do a lot of quick activities at the beginning of the lesson, where students can write down their feelings, how their mood is today, and they posted it on the wall. They posted post-it note. They put it on the wall, and then we can see through the weeks how their feelings are, how they're developing their feelings. What I also want to create in my classroom is a sense of leadership, right? That we need to be self-aware, self-regulated, motivated, empathetic, and develop our social skills. And we can do this in a class by doing group work, by creating a sense of agency, a sense of confidence in the students, and allow them to grow in a manner that is not in line with a lecture-based experience.